Hello, CFA Nation, Gabe, and I am here about to lose my mind. West Indies in the first inning of the third T20 match. Mayer almost goes down. He is saved. I'll be honest with you. Oof, that was so close. But almost goes down here on what, the third ball? You got to be kidding me. Man. What is going on, people? I'll tell you right now, so much to think about. And he comes and now smacks that for 4. I'm hoping the West Indies can at least win one match. Magic says India scores 85 runs in the last 5 overs. Guys, hasn't that been the case? The death bowling has been absolutely atrocious. You can't make it up. India was 94 for, what was it? 94 for 4, I think it is. And somehow in the last 6 overs or 7, oh my gosh. And there goes, ooh, that's a wicket. I don't know what the umpire's thinking. That's a wicket. It's immediately challenged by Rohit Sharma. And they're going to use both their challenges. Wow, super, or actually, no. Let's see. The umpire did not call it, but yeah, that's an edge. Just the angle it took, that's got to be an edge. What's up, Varun? What's going on, Lar? What's going on, Magic? TKS. Who else is up in here? Jatish. Yeah, you know what? Yeah, that's a wicket. Gone in the first over. This umpire, I think he blew the first call, but Mayer cannot survive the first over, and he is immediately gone 6 for 1 in the first over. You cannot make this up. Oh, wow, guys. What's up, the doctor? It's embarrassing. It's absolutely embarrassing and absolutely frustrating. Man of the series, it's got to be Sky. Yeah, Nick's got church won't be joining. Venkatesh Iyer showed a lot this series because he did this as well, combined with Sky, as a matter of fact. In the first match, was it, to help India win that first match? But Sky, baby, I keep saying Sky is probably one of the best white ball batsmen India has. I mean, outside of course, Rohit Sharma, Kohli, who are mainstays. We know Shikhar Dhawan hasn't played for a while now. I'm telling you, Sky is a savage, and I get it. Since he's older, he's not quote unquote the future, so he doesn't get in the side all the time, get the hype. But Sky's a monster. There's a reason Mumbai Indians retained Sky, guys. Gosh. And Venkatesh Iyer, I gotta say, has really impressed me. I'm upset that Ritesh Gaikwad, my boy, got his debut and went down for 4, but man, it is brutal. Sky, baby, I love it, the doctor. Magic said Ishan started well, hit lovely boundary. Ritesh did nothing. Rohit, nothing. Surayas was decent, but just those poor shots. It's annoying. Yep, Venkatesh Iyer and Sky. Venkatesh Iyer, very impressive. What's going on, my man Han? Sky takes no time to settle down. Comes in his boundary, best player of spin in Indian squad. Yes, Sky's one of the best. I don't know why Sky ever gets left off the team. It's so frustrating. So Perron comes in, and guys, as a West Indies fan, I don't know what's worse, the bowling or the batting. It's got to be the bowling. The batting is frustrating, but the bowling is absolutely atrocious. The bowling is atrocious. What's up, Varun? What's up, Sahil? And I mean, 185. West Indies doesn't have a prayer. You got to be kidding me. Now, this guy has been on the West Indies side. Nicholas Perron has been man of the series because he is every single game. He's trying to carry this squad, giving them respectable scores. There goes his first boundary, all right, off of Avish Khan. But he can't do it by himself. He cannot do it by himself, and he shouldn't be coming in the second over. For the love of Pete, the second over. Gosh. West Indies opening have been absolutely atrocious. Have the West Indies opener, I can't remember the entire series. Somebody help me out. Even though I've streamed at least one, if not both innings of the entire series. West Indies openers haven't made it out of the power play, have they? Somebody help me up in the chat. I can't remember. But I mean, I'm just so frustrated right now. Big Dish and Sky made their place permanent in the Indian squad. Oh, yeah, for sure. For sure. And I wasn't sure about Venkatesh Iyer. I know he struggled in his debut. But Sky is Sky, man. Sky should never not be on this squad. It's so frustrating when he's left off. And there goes Nicholas Perron. That's only going to go for maybe, that might go 3. Yep, my man Sky played well. Rohit is man of the match? Are you kidding me, Pushpa? Why? Explain. Why is Rohit man of the match? Why do you hate Sky? Gosh, what does Sky got to do to get a man of the match? You got to be kidding me. Man of the series. Gabe, in my opinion, West Indies do not play as a team. They play for themselves to get big domestic T20 contracts. Do you agree? Yes, I do. I absolutely agree. They don't play as a team. They don't play. And I think that that's part of the problem as well. You know, the West Indies has to represent several different places in the West Indies, right? And several different islands over there. You know, Jamaica, obviously Barbados, and you know, they don't necessarily play together. There's not a philosophy, and it feels like the majority of them just play to, you know, try and get as big a number as they can, keep those strike rate high, and sometimes you've got to kind of sacrifice for the greater good of the team. Ooh, Perron misses that one there. Perron here early on going after Venkatesh Iyer. So far, not Venkatesh Iyer, excuse me, Avish Khan pumps him so far. He's given up 10 runs so far in this over. And, you know, Perron is for the West Indies has been the best player, but it's just brutal. Yep, St. Kitts. West Indies went with 3 spinners, but India went with only 1. Your thoughts? Guys, I think that, whoa, that's a wide. That's a wide by Avish Khan. I think that, no. He missed that ball. Yeah, absolutely not. That's a wasted. Oh, wait, no. Did he miss it? Oh, that was just a replay. So, West Indies bowl. It doesn't matter how many bowlers you go with. West Indies just don't have good don't have good bowling, especially death bowling. It's just brutal. It's just brutal. I will say this. This is embarrassing. No Boomerang, no Kohli, no Pant, no Booby, no Hardik, and no Chahal. Seriously? This is something's got to change. Something's got to change, guys. It is what it is. SRH wasted 7.75 crores on Shepard. Yeah, Shepard went for too much. And you know what? Renil actually mentioned that at the at our auction and then our live streams. Why they spent so much money on him? All I can imagine is that they spent that kind of money because they wanted an all-rounder. But yeah, it's not good. West Indies 18 for 1 after two overs, guys, and that's the problem. That's the problem. They've already lost their opening partnership, and they've got to chase down 185. Get out of here! Stop it! Stop! I got some magic beans to sell you. It's gonna grow a big beanstalk if you believe that. And is that going to be another boundary there for Perron? Nope, that's actually Shy Hope that gets a boundary there. 2 over. Get back in the chat. Why not more triangular series? That's a good question. I do not know. Rohit played slow. May India lose. That's funny. Yeah, Rohit did not necessarily play well this series, but that's the thing with India. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter because it's always somebody else that can step up. And, in any game, any series individually, they're not out of it. All right. If the openers don't do it for you, the middle order can do it for you. And if not, honestly, your tail end could do it for you. Or not tail end, but the end of your middle order, I should say, who Sky is, because that's the thing. Sky doesn't come into what, 6 usually, or 5, 6. So it's one of those things where sometimes people forget about him. He doesn't put up big numbers because he doesn't have to. But man, they are so stacked. You enjoyed watching me play Wicketkeeper yesterday in the PCL? That's funny. My back is bad and I'm old. No PCL for me. No undaki. I got you now, Magic. India going with 3 spinners. India played only one, as they already won the series and wanted to rest. The spinners have done well. Yeah, and let's see what they do. Let's see what they do. What's going on, Suman? That's my girl. What up, Renelle? Suffering. Yes, live streaming and suffering here. They 80. What they give up, guys? 85, 86 in the death. 5 overs, Renelle. I'm just you can't make it up. Yeah, Bishnoi, Sky, and 9 sticks are enough to destroy West Indies. You got to be kidding me. And down goes Shy Hope. Down goes Shy. You can't. Shy Hope gone again. Shy Hope gone again. Why is Shy Hope batting in the top order? He is not an opening batsman. He's not even a middle order. Put him down as an all-rounder. He's now a bowler. I understand the need for him as a team because we're the only guys that's getting wickets, and that's economical. But that's the best we have. Gosh, Nicholas Perron must be looking around like, can I get help? Can anyone help me? Perron's back is hurting. Somebody send Perron some Advil. Send him some naproxen. Send him some Tylenol for his back because he's carrying this team. Oh my gosh! West Indies lose their second wicket in the 3rd over, and you just can't make it up. You just can't make it up. There's got to be changes. There's got to be changes. Maybe the changes that's needed is to the coaching staff and the actual cricket board. Are you kidding me? 26 for 2. And it's at this point, guys, it's just a matter of time. It's will they My girl Renelle just came back from cricket training. Love it. Atta girl. Gabe, you miss your boy Sky. Firework lightning up the sky. 7 6s. I'm telling you, I do not know why Sky is not more lauded as a white ball player, because he is an absolute savage. And the thing about Sky too is that you don't need to put him in the opening partnership. He doesn't need to settle down. He's gonna do it at a high strike rate and quickly. He's amazing. And think about this, bro, guys. Ugh, it's so embarrassing. This is a team, and I mean, they're resting guys. It's so frustrating. Gabe, Simon Kitchen, the assistant coach for SRH, recognized because SRH didn't stick to a pre-auction acquisition strategy. What a worst franchise. It was trash. It was trash. Or resigned. Not recognized, excuse me, resigned because SRH didn't stick to a pre. I don't know what they were doing at the auction. And you know what? I'm not even going to compare it, but I play fantasy sports, been doing it for lots of years, just a way to hang out with my friends at work or whatnot. And oh, there goes Chahar. There goes Chahar. Looks like he pulled a little quad there. That's not good. That's not good for CSK. Chahar with 2 wickets. Oh yeah, on the run up. Looks like he pulled maybe a quad there. Oh gosh, no. Why didn't they rest Chahar? They don't need him, even though he got himself 2 wickets here. I mean, IPL still a little bit of ways, but still got to keep him healthy. Anyways, and in auctions, you got to kind of stick to your strategy. Yeah, you don't want guys to go for cheap. You want to big guys up, but at the same time, you've got to build. You got to go in with a plan. And it looked like SRH didn't have a plan. Apparently, they had a plan and went off the rails. And it's assistant coach resigned because of it. I told you that auction was the worst. That is the worst team. And then they're going to blame Kane Williamson for this season. No, blame whoever's on the auction table. I forgot who was their main auctioneer. But blame that person. Blame the owners, because that was absolute rubbish. That was trash. I think Kishan lost, we would say, all his chances. Rohit even sacrificed his position for him today. Yeah, they're pushing Ishan Kishan like you wouldn't believe. Why are they pushing Ishan Kishan? So I get it. You know, he's young. People like him. He's a wicket keeper. But guys, I mean, I don't know. I think I have not seen a player get more of a push than Ishan Kishan. And maybe correct me if I'm wrong. Maybe Venkatesh Iyer, because Venkatesh Iyer got promoted to the Indian international team super quick. We're talking after half a season at IPL, and they call this guy up. You never see that happen. And to be fair, he's produced. He's produced. Ishan Kishan keeps getting the mega push. Why? Somebody explain that to me in the chat. In a team, you never expect 11 to perform or every player to hit 50, but 1 or 2 players will score. West Indies have no match winners. Yeah, I mean, the match winner for West Indies is right here. This is it. All they got right now, the only guy that's hitting really for them is Nicholas Perron, but he can't do it on his own. He just can't. And Venkatesh Iyer gets pumped on that last delivery. That's a tough thing to do. He comes in to replace Chahar and gives up a 6. Chahar walking off the field. That is not good. That is not good. And he's been dealing with a niggle, hasn't he, guys? No, not another big total for India. Another big total for Sky, baby. Oh man. Surya Kumar Yadav is a savage. And the only bad thing for India in this game is that Deepak Chahar just went out hurt. Renell says, really, 85? That thing, the thing we don't have any death bowlers. Bravo used to be the man for that. And that's honestly, Renell, that's my fear. That's my fear. Absolutely. You need better death bowling, and it is just brutal. Oh, wow. Renell, you know who I'm thinking of? I'm thinking of Roston Chase. Because Roston Chase is normally up there. I just realized it's not it wasn't Roston Chase. Thanks for correcting me. Yeah, Shy Hope just got into the series. Did they oh wow, yeah, they demoted Roston Chase. It looks like from the lineup, they dropped Roston Chase all the way to, let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. They're bringing in Roston Chase at 8. At least, thank you for correcting me there, Renell. You know what? It looks like at least the West Indies is recognizing Roston Chase isn't a power play batsman. He's not an opening batsman. He's a bowler because he's getting you wickets, but ultimately, yeah, Shy Hope is I was thinking of Roston Chase. It's been Roston Chase up in the top 4, not Shy Hope. This is his debut. Oh, not debut, but the first one for the series. Gotcha. Thank you, Renell. Gabe, did you ban my main account? My comments not showing up here on live. I did not. Not sure why not. I'd have to talk to Nick about that. When we rewatch the live stream, I'll ask him. Oh, what a pull shot there by Nicholas Perron. I mean, Perron has honestly been a revelation for the West Indies this series. But other than that, it's just brutal. Chahar is so good at the power play. And that's why CSK spend that kind of money on him. But he needs to be sat down. I don't want him hurt. Yeah, I was confusing Roston Chase, because he's a spinner that's actually been taking wickets for us, but they had him batting at 3 or 4, and he's been trash. He cannot hit. West Indies in a rebuilding phase. Yeah, they are. Oh, there it goes. The man, the myth, the legend. Hey, Gabe, Quad had a low strike rate today. I think it's time to stop playing him. What do you think? Oh, I hate you. Oh, I hate you. Maybe if it's for Sky, I would. Did you see what my man Sky did? Oh, you're such a guy Quad hater. What up, Nick? Hey, Gabe, I thought you said Perron was trash. What happened to that? You know what? That money woke him up. Let's be real. Perron had not been good for a minute. And, you know, the guy's always had talent. That's a frustrating thing, because we saw Perron play well in that first season that we watched the IPL, and then some not domestic, but some international matches. But in the IPL specifically, remember that, guys. Maybe it was just because the team was falling apart, all the drama with the Universe boss not playing, KO Raul and management. But there were 5 games in a row. I remember watching it that Perron went down for ducks. And I'm like, bro, you got to change your approach. So that's the last thing that stayed in my mind, since it was an IPL auction. But, you know, Perron's got talent. There's no question about that. And maybe that's why they push Ishan Kishan so much. Because I remember he went through a tough time with the Mumbai Indians, and he got dropped. You know, we made a little spoof video just for fun, you know what I mean, on the couch, and talked about Ishan Kishan. But he gets pushed, and he has these huge matches, but then he's just quiet for such a long time. This series, though, I mean, come on. Sky's got to be man of the series for India. And on the other side, even though they're losing, West Indies, could you imagine if Perron wasn't on this side? Come on. And this is Hope's first T20 match this series. Yeah. I was confusing him for Roston Chase, bro. But at least they're doing something. They dropped Chase all the way to 7th, I think I said, or 8th. Good. Drop him there, because he's an all-rounder, but really he's a bowler that can bat a little bit. Oh, Perron is actually stood there saying 12 core, baby. I am bathing in champagne tonight, cousin. That is hilarious. And another, oh boy, another biggie there. I mean, the West Indies are putting up runs here in the power play. But again, are they going to have? It's a great total. I think it's the biggest total I've seen so far for the West Indies in the power play. I'll update right after the score. You got 48 for 2, 48 for 2. But are they going to be able to sustain it and keep these wickets? Hopefully. Gabe, question. Who are you replacing with? Who are we talking about here, AJ? Who am I replacing? Who would I like to see? I'd like to see Sherman Hitmeyer. I mean, I'm sorry. Isn't that one of the best players of spin that we've seen actually here in India in the IPL? There's a reason he got the kind of money. There goes another boundary for Powell. There's a reason he got the kind of money he got. Don't tell me about no fitness test. I don't care. That's just stupidity. Because if one guy got to pass it, another guy doesn't. It's rubbish. It's rubbish. Okay, for lack of a better word. Give me a little Sherman Hitmeyer in there. How about that? Shy Hope is not a T20 batsman. Telling you. Yeah, Jay, there was always controversy with Shy Hope. The only reason supposedly he makes teams in the international team, you know, we're talking about the test squad, is because he's best friends with Jason Holder. Not sure how true that is, but he hasn't done a lot to impress me, especially in T20. Yep, that's what happened. I got confused. It happens early in the morning. What up, Brunel? She said, yep, got it done for the day. I love it. Yeah, Hope is a better ODI batsman. I know, and then one of their best, you know, T20 batsmen, they don't play because he's not fit. Just politics and garbage, man. That's all it is. Just hashtag justice for Krishna. It wasn't me. I don't. Maybe it was me. I don't know. I haven't banned somebody in a long time. Sky debut at age 31 should get all of the love in his short international career. I've been saying it. He's an absolute savage. Let this man play. And that's going to drop safely. Ooh. Luckily, the fielding was out of position, but that was dangerous there by Powell. Isham has lost all chances now. The most he can get in a series, the most he can get now is a Sri Lanka series. We'll see what happens. SRH is Morse code for garbage. That is hilarious. Punjab is the worst management. Oh, what a shot there. What a shot there. And Avish Khan getting pumped once again. And, you know, that was another concern. And Nick and I talked about that. I think I believe in Avish Khan more than Patel. If there have been any marks of blemishes in India so far, it has been two bowlers who went for big money in the IPL, in Avish Khan, right today getting pumped, and Harshal Patel. What do you guys think? Harshal Patel has given up some runs. He's been expensive. Now he's been doing his job, right? He's getting wickets, but he won one game by only 1 run because he was just getting pumped. He was absolutely getting pumped. I'm just saying. Who are you guys more worried about if you're a Team India fan? I mean, if you're a West Indies fan, it could be a lot. Let's just be real. Help me out here. Rajasthan Royal, Insta, and Twitter admin deserves trophy. Don't know about the team. You're out of control, Push, but yeah, they're actually good online. You're right about that. AJ, there is no way SRH gets to the finals with that trash team. No way. Listen, look at him say, no way. Zero, zilch, none. I've got magic beans for you, cousin. I've got a new cryptocurrency called Hold This, cousin, if you believe that. Come on, man. Stop it. Stop it. Yeah, Rohit sacrificed position for Rithiraj knock Ishin. I think it's Ishin because Ishin had already had chances in this series. But I see what you're saying. He's left-handed. Guys, left-handed just does not. And I get it. You want those left-handers in there, but not at the expense of a great right-hander. What's going on? What is going on? Arita? You got to support talent. I get it. But isn't Sky also talent? You're telling me Sky isn't talent? Wouldn't it be a great story for Sky to debut at age 31 and over the next few years just become one of the most dominant white ball players India has? Lead this team to a T20 championship or even ODI championship. I mean, come on. Show Sky some love, man. Read that comment already. Gabe, what West Indies need right now for the World Cup is a strike bowler and a death bowler and a fit Hemmeyer for 2022 and 2024. I agree. And while the batting has been an issue, Renil, they put up 60 runs here in the power play. All right. 50 plus runs in 5 overs. You can see they brought in Bishnoi because India's like, okay, let's stop this right now. Ooh, West Indies trying to steal a second run there, did they? So the first thing you've got to fix is the death bowling. You've got to fix that death bowling. And that's the question. You know, Sheldon Cottrell, you need bowling in the power play as well. He's been one of your better bowlers in the power play. And does he push that for a boundary? Yes, he does. Oh, daddy. Nicholas Perron on fire. And he's going after Bishnoi here. Ooh, you just don't do that. You just don't do that. And he cuts that shot away for a boundary on the offside. Beautiful shot there. Let's see. Last ball of the over here. Perron needs to be very cautious, and he takes a single, and he will retain the strike. You know, Perron doing everything in his power to try and will this team to a win. 68 for 2 in 6 over power play is done. So the bowling is the biggest issue, and I agree, Renell. The question is, who else can West Indies bring in to be considered? I mean, today they got Dominic Drakes in there. I'll be honest with you, I have never seen him bowl. Jason Holder can bowl in the death. He takes wickets as well in the power play. He could bowl everywhere, but he's not really a death specialist. And Dwayne Bravo was that guy. So Renil, who is that guy from the domestic circuit that the West Indies needs to start grooming to bring up as our future death bowler? You know, right now, India's got 3 that they're looking at. You know, Patel, who, regardless, he's been expensive. He got it done. I can't believe he won that game by 1 run. That was so frustrating. But you got Harshal Patel, Avish Khan in this lineup right now. And, oh, yeah, don't forget, they've got Lord Siraj, who people don't realize he is a savage as a death bowler. And they got Boomerang. Oh, it's just not fair. It's just not fair. How many guys can India bowl in the death? You got to be kidding me, man. Let me update the score. 68 for 2. And the West Indies, again, they're putting up runs. They're putting up runs, which is good. What they need now, desperately, continue this and try to get it to the death, because he just needs help. Perron needs help. Somebody to go the distance with him. Somebody to go the distance with him. But thank you for that comment, Renell. Thank you for that comment. Gabe Powell batting well this season. Powell is actually batting very well right now. Let's see. Trying to get up in this bad boy because I missed a super chat. Yeah, there it goes. West Indies was so close last game. Should have won. They have bigger hitters and good strokers, players. If they had a better game plan against spin, should have beat India. Yeah, and I mean, if India, and I get it, a win's a win, a win's a win. But if India has to have any concerns about this series, it's got to be Harshal Patel. Am I right or am I wrong, guys? Let me know in the chat. Is anyone else concerned about Harshal Patel? Let's get in the chat. Yeah, they've called the best T20 side mainly with batting. What up, Biggs? Biggs, give me some names. Who do we need as, there we go, McCoy as a death bowler is an option. We absolutely need Don Antonio says, Gabe, the only death bowler we have right now is Russell if he wants to play. And we know Russell honestly doesn't want to play for the international side. If we had a proper system in play, we'd find more fast bowlers. Agreed. And thank you for the super chat, Dr. Jihan. Again, super early here. Got our work super late last night, but I wanted to stream this last match here because I'm hoping that West Indies can at least do something to and that's dropped. You know, Harshal Patel starts off the over, gives up 4 to Perron, and I'm saying to myself, this guy, you know, he's been a concern, but he just got Powell, and that is dropped. Oh, man. You know, Powell gets a little bit of a reprieve there, as they say. And so nobody else, let me get in the chat. Nobody else is worried about Harshal Patel then, huh? I think he's shown some blemishes here, guys. Not India. RCB should be concerned. They're like, listen, we rest in Boomerang. We got Lord Saraj. We got ourselves some death bowlers. This is just a sniff. He's getting. He's not a main part of the side. You know, Vishkan also a little expensive today, but throughout this series, he has looked, and I'm talking about Patel. Guys, they won that game by 1 run. 1 run. And I get it. A win's a win. I'm not going to be one of those babies. Oh, West Indies should have. They could have, they would have. All right. People batting with low strike rates that killed us. People, I mean, giving up the wickets that easily that killed us. 1 run. So many things could have happened, but it didn't. But Harshal Patel, a.k.a. Platinum Patel, got all that money, baby. A little concern there for RCB? Possibly. Just saying. Let's see what happens. Oh, wow. Are you kidding me? Very next ball? Wow. It's like Harshal Patel said, shut your mouth, Gabe. And takes Powell's wicket regardless. Are you kidding me? You can't make this up. You can't make this up. Oh, that's so incredibly frustrating. Who else wants to make me look bad? Who else wants to make me look bad? Harsha Patel. I reverse mushed him. Don Antonio says, I reverse mushed him. That's hilarious. You know, the first thing happened in the first over. Shy Hope, in my opinion, should have been gone on that fourth ball, I think it was, or third ball. Somehow, doesn't the DRS show that it wasn't a wicket? I guess there was a bat involved. I doubt it. It looked like a wicket to me. I guess umpire's call. And then, Nicholas Perron now pumps that for 4. And then Shy Hope immediately gives up his wicket like the very next ball, I think it is. So you can't make it up. You can't make it up. Wow. And here, I guess when things are supposed to happen, that doesn't happen often, though. How many times have you guys seen that? Usually a drop comes back to bite a team in the backside, as they say. And you don't ever see, at least I haven't seen it. Drops usually hurt. This drop did not hurt whatsoever. It literally didn't even cost them a run. It literally did not even cost them a run. And I do like seeing this. Thanks, kiddo. Not Hope, but Mayers. Oh, it was Mayers. I'm sorry, guys. It was Mayers, right? Like I said, sorry. Super early. Shikhar Dhawan or Gaikwad? I love Gaikwad. Ruturaj Gaikwad, as a CSK fan, you guys know, I think Ruturaj Gaikwad is the future opener for India's international team. With that being said, especially in white ball, I got to go with Shikhar Dhawan. And I know he's got a lot of personal stuff, or had a lot of personal stuff going last year. But let's not forget, this guy is still one of the best white ball hitters India has produced. He's an absolute monster. Monster. And I like seeing Pollard put himself in here and coming in at what, 5? 3 wickets down. Man. I don't think Pollard has come in this early at all this series. What a save there by Bishnoi. Oh, was that? No, that wasn't Bishnoi. That was that Patel that saved that? Wow. He is, oh my gosh. So right now, a couple wides by Bishnoi, but Pollard does not look comfortable. He hasn't scored a run. That Googly almost got him on the LBW appeal. Bishnoi just gave up a run, guys, on a wide. That's how the West Indies are scoring off of him. Are you kidding me? Oh, back-to-back wides. I'll take it. That's sad, right? We're trying to score runs off of wides, but that's how I respect Bishnoi as a bowler. There you go. But Pollard gets himself a run, gets himself a signal, but he's struggling with Bishnoi. And Nick and I talked about it the very first year we saw Bishnoi in the IPL. And the very first year we saw Bishnoi in the IPL, it was I think it's his delivery, really, because he's a spinner, but it's the way he's got this weird run up. I think it also, he's more of a power spinner because he comes in running, and then he's kind of got that serpentine or snake-like motion. It really makes it difficult for the batsman to pick up the ball coming out of his hand. And then he's got that release where you see it's that googly kind of release. The kid's a monster, man. This kid's an absolute monster. Perron can only get a run off of him. At least it's a run. They've scored 4 runs off of him in this over, and it's on 2 wides and 2 singles. Are you kidding me? Gosh, this kid is so good. And CFA's been calling for him for years now, since the first season we saw him bowl in the IPL. People are like, guys, calm down. He's young, IPL. It doesn't matter. You see the talent. And I said that season in the IPL, the scariest spinners were Bishnoi and Rashid Khan. And I remember somebody lost their mind. You're comparing Bishnoi to Rashid Khan? Not now. I said they were the two best that year. But guys, could it be? Oh, come on. No. No. No, come on. Did it hit the bat? No, it did not hit the bat. That's plum. Oh my gosh, Pollard's gonna go down. Please. Is it impact this outside? Please. This is it. This is it. If the West Indies loses this wicket here, it's done. 2 greens. And oh, saved by DRS. Woo! Saved by DRS. The kid is a savage. Gives up 4 runs. Almost gets 2 wickets in that over there. Man. And going back to what I was saying, he didn't play a shot. Yeah, he didn't play a shot. Pollard can't read googlies. He didn't play a shot. And this is the kind of respect you see a Rashid Khan get. When guys are up there and they don't even want to play a shot. Now, I know people are going to crush me in the comments and say, oh, you're crazy. Listen, give Bishnoi 2-3 years. He will be Rashid Khan if he stays healthy, because this kid is an absolute savage, Brand. Absolute savage. Holy cow. Oh, that's hilarious. Gabe is a fool. Dunbest is the scariest spinner for his own team. Exactly. They don't want him out there giving up those runs, cousin. Rohit should learn who to trust from DRS. DRS is so tough. According to Brad Hogg, SRH is the best team in this year. Who's Brad Hogg? Who's Brad Hogg? I want to put a stake and liquor bet with Brad Hogg right now. Is he an expert? Don't tell me this guy is some ESPN expert from Cricket Info, because I'm going to ask him what we're going to have to do a gentleman's bet, or we could put 20 cash on it, cousin. But SRH is the best team. Go ahead and tweet at Brad Hogg and let him know CFA Nation has a bet for him. All right, is he nuts? Oh my God. You know what? That actually put me in a good mood because it's so funny. Brad Hogg, you're a funny guy. IPL is so competitive that we can start judging player abilities by performance. IPL, absolutely, Vishnu. I've been saying that. Absolutely, we can. And people can say, oh, that's just the IPL. Guys, it doesn't matter. IPL teams, and this is going to be disrespectful, but I'm going to say it anyways. IPL teams, I venture to guess, would beat this West Indies teams and many other teams. Just saying. 82 now for 3. That Mumbai Indians squad from 2 years ago would beat many international squads. And Pollard finally gets a boundary there. 9th over right now. And, I mean, they're putting up runs, guys. The question is, again, are they going to keep those wickets? There it is. Brad Hogg was an ex-SRH player. I'm tweeting at Brad Hogg. Look at Nick. Nick's going to get upset at me. I'm not starting any Twitter beef. I'm just saying, Brad Hogg. I'd like to put a little gentleman's wager on that. And Pollard, no! Oh. So, Pollard down to Venkatesh Iyer. Venkatesh Iyer has also been a really good player for India in this tournament. Him and Sky have literally carried the batting, and now he's taking wickets. And Pollard gone once again. And Bishnoi says, I didn't get you bowling. But I'm going to get you, cat. Pollard is going to have nightmares of Bishnoi. Down the spin, Bishnoi with a beautiful catch there. And it was just a bad shot. What are you thinking? What are you thinking? I agree with somebody said earlier. Vikatish Iyer has literally earned his spot on this team because people at first said, well, as a batsman, he's not doing everything. I remember, who was it? KL Rahul on the international, was it the test side? Only bowled him one over. Or was that T20 as well? I mean, why put him on the team? But he's doing it with both the bat and the ball, and he's a proper all-rounder. The sad thing is, Venkatesh Iyer won't make the test squad as long as, Jadeja is alive. You know what I'm saying? Because that's who they got for that. But Venkatesh Iyer is super impressive. I'm not going to say he's Jadeja-like because nobody's Jadeja. Let's just say it. Nobody feels like a Jadeja. You know what I'm saying? Nobody spins like Jadeja. And nobody swings Excalibur like Jadeja, baby. But once Jadeja does retire, because everybody gets old, Venkatesh Iyer may be that all-rounder that India can always turn to on the squad. 83 for 4 now. Paran is like, can I get anyone at all? And here comes Jason Holder. It's upsetting. It's upsetting. Giving Iyer a wicket is a crime. Oh, what up, Mira? That's my dude. What up, Mira? I got a bone to pick with you. Mira, how are you feeling about your boy, Purple Patel? Now, today he just shut me up because he got himself a wicket. But overall in the series, he almost blew that last game for India. He got pumped. Are you confident in him as your depth specialist? Inquiring minds want to know. They retained the guy. Please let us know. Super chat. Thank you for the super chat, Dr. Jihan. Gabe, can you talk us through the shot selection for Pollard and Powell's dismissals? Much thought goes into those. Only Paran can win the game now. Powell's a lot harder to attack, to be honest with you. Paran struggles with spin, and then to try and take that shot, I believe he tried to. Yeah, he tried to. I think he tried to loft it to the offside. I mean, it's hard. He was trying to go for a boundary there. Obviously, it's 6, right? And if you, in my opinion, and that's why I love the cover drives when you got Kohli, those guys that hit it on the ground, right? They're line drives. I don't like trying to hit a ball on the offside for a 6. I think you're gonna lose power doing that. So I mean, I don't know, man. It's just so frustrating, and he really can't handle spin. He really can't, and that's a frustrating thing. Oh, Venkatesh is in, and Hardik is out. No question. Venkatesh Iyer is in, and there's no reason he should lose his spot. Thank you for the super chat, Dr. Jihan. Wow, that was a rocket, but there was a fielder there to stop it. The Windies just don't know how to compete at international level. They should first try and compete with club and domestic teams. I mean, I don't believe that. I just think it's bad management and bad selections, to be honest with you. And I get it. Some guys that they could have, Andre Russell doesn't want to bowl for or play basically for the international team, and that talks about what they get paid to play. That's just being honest. You know what I'm saying? Same thing with a Sunil Narayan, but a guy like Hitmeyer, and this is a perfect example, right? Hitmeyer is not fit to play for the West Indies, but he could play for every other single T20 around the world. And this is the problem with the West Indies. The majority of their players play on every single T20 domestic league they have, from the IPL to the BBL to the 100 to the the CPL, right? The Caribbean Premier League. And they don't focus at home, and it's because it's not worth it for them financially. All right. And that's got to change. They've got to put more money into it to make these guys want to play at home. And then finally, they've got to get these guys into play. Stop with the garbage and the politics. He's not fit. Stop it. Stop it. gosh, it's so. Oh my god, I can't even get that question. Renil said it's already over, Gabe. Just saying, from the very first series, it's already over. Magic says Siraj was the worst bowler for RCB for so long. He got back properly and is one of the best now. It helps not the chop and change, but back players. Magic. I got to think about that statement. When we first start watching the IPL, Siraj was absolute trash. You're right. And that's why people gave him the Lord Siraj. They used to clown him. And then he kept getting backed, obviously. They put him on an international squad. And I saw the change in Siraj. I think it was a combination of his performance in Australia in that series, right? But, you know, some people might remember his dad had actually died and he didn't make the trip. He stayed to play for India. And I think it showed him a lot. And maybe he, at that point, he just became more committed to the game of cricket. But that's a good comment. I don't even have a response for that. Sometimes you got to back players. I get it. Just saying, though, why don't we back my man Sky? Why do they hate Sky? They back everybody else except Sky. Come on. But you're absolutely right there. I can't argue with you. Dr. Jihan, I must say, you're a generous man. I've seen you contribute to other channels as well. Yes, Jihan is the man. We definitely appreciate his support. AJ, long time, but it's all right. Get ready 2024. I mean, 2024 is really not that far. We're already through February, guys. We're already through February. Oh, ho, 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 ho. We are already through February. And guys, I mean, honestly, being through the month of February, there's not that much time left. I mean, for the West Indies to get this thing right. There is not that much time for the West Indies to get it right. So I'm just hoping the West Indies. I want to see some changes in the next series, and we'll talk about it. Definitely said Hitmeyer, I'm done with this fitness test. I really am. Okay, listen, I've seen, and I know people are gonna say, well, there's exemptions. There's exemptions for Cornwell, Raheem Cornwell, because he's a big dude. Then there should be an exemption for Hitmeyer because he's a good dude and he's the best player of spin you got. So put him in the side for Pete's sake. India won by 8 runs, not 1 I thought it was 1 run. Or maybe it was 8 runs. I can't remember. Interesting. Sorry, but we can't hold the players down. We're not rich like the big 3. It's not about being rich, Renil. It's about people who don't do really much getting paid and players not getting paid. And let me explain this. And I know this personally, all right? There's so many people behind the scenes that get paid. This person's executives, the CCO, CFO, see this person, that person. So many people that got their hands in the cookie jar, and that really disperses the funds. Now I get it. Yeah, you need your cricket board, you need your president, but there's so many people that just have titles that mean nothing, all right, and are getting paid. That money needs to go to the players, and a bigger share of the money needs to go to the players. So, yes, I agree. They're not the big 3, right? They're not Australia. They're not India. They're not England. So they don't produce and get the kind of TV money and touring money that the big 3 gets. But they could still get more of that money to players. And that's my argument there. It was 8 runs. I mean, it was still 1-6 away in that over. And I don't know. Look. Mira even says the same thing. Siraj used to be horrible, so I guess he's not worried about the purple people eater. Platinum Patel. Harshal Patel was bad for so long. Siraj was part of the Dinda Academy. Oh, man, I love it. You guys are out of control. The last comment was not an informed comment. West Indies problem is not we lack talent or international experience. We have the most soft of the players. Coaching, facilities, discipline are our issue. Yes, I don't know what comment you're talking about, but that it's the facilities, it's discipline, and there's a reason the players play with a lack of discipline because they're literally the guys that come and play are trying to play for those IPL contracts, the BBL contracts, the Hunnit contracts, because they know they're going to get paid more there. So I think it's a part of the overall the way the team is ran. So thank you, Biggs. But talent, yes, stop it. No talent. Look at who gets some of the biggest money in the BBL. If there was no talent, they wouldn't be there. Same thing in the IPL. All right. They've got talent. And oh, there goes a wicket. There goes a wicket. And down goes Holder. Down goes Holder. Honestly, I thought it was going to be a 6. Caught on the boundary. And it was a good shot. Honestly, it was a good shot. I can't even blame the shot. It was just, good bowling there by Venkatesh Iyer. 2 wickets, 22 two wickets, 8 strike rate, 12 runs. Can we now? Sorry, Hardik Pandya is unless he does something absolutely special, Hardik Pandya will never see the international side again, unless it's just a replacement. Venkatesh Iyer is here to stay, baby. Gabe, IPL 2020 IPL second half was what boosted Siraj's career. Okay, I remember him being good in the second half. I remember that first year we were clowning him in 2020, but I do also remember that it was such a big thing what he was able to do. It's pretty insane. If Deepak Chahar wasn't injured, I think the Windies would have been down 6. You know what's crazy? Think about that. He is their best opening bowler in the power play. He had 2 wickets, and the minute he went out, India started bleeding runs and could not get any wickets in the power play. What did you say, Jay? Sky is playing for India. Oh, what's the problem? He's playing for India. Dude, how many times has Sky been dropped? How many times has he been left off the side? Can we have this conversation? Come on, stop it. Sky should be as permanent on this team as Rohit and Kohli. That's what I'm saying. And he gets dropped all the time. You got to be kidding me. Oh, don't even. Sky should have a monument built to him. How dare you, Jay? How dare you? Barry says, Gabe, your thoughts on Rodman's knock last game? Did not see it. I'm going to have to catch up on it. Been a busy weekend for me. I'm sure you'll tell me about it. Batsmen rarely get backed. Dominic Drake should be promoted. Get out of here. Magic says in 18 and 19, fielders got tired and told Siraj to pick the ball from the stands. Get out of here. That's hilarious. Gabe, why don't you back John Campbell? At this point, I would put John Campbell back in the. It's just so bad. I mean, John Campbell's not a white ball, not a T20 player, anyways. But what are you gonna do? I'm Guyanese. Trust me. We've been dealing with poor culture for years. There is no development of players. That's the reason you see Bravo and Paulo reach levels they have outside of West Indies. Oh, pretty cool. Renil says, I agree with Gabe. I want to cry. I'm gonna cry. When Renil says it, I agree with Gabe. We have so many talents in the region, but the system. But the thing is, our system sucks. Politics in the way, and money is getting proper facilities, etc. Really hard. Wow, I'm proud of myself. Is it me, or does this game feel like it's going so slow? It does. And you know what's crazy right now? They're 98 for 5 in the 11th over. They're way ahead of what India was, 99 for 5 now. But it is so concerning because you have no confidence that the West Indies can establish or can maintain this not this power play, excuse me, but maintain this partnership into the end. I mean, literally, it's been, and nope, that's going to be just a single. It's been Nicholas Perron, and then I mean the second best scorer was Powell, who saw 14 balls, and then nobody else. Think about this: nobody else has gone an over outside of Pollard, who went one ball over and over. He saw 7 balls. That's the problem. That's nobody else can see more than 6 balls. That's the problem. Are you kidding me? Perron on strike, and it looks like Perron's now trying to just play this sensibly. He's realizing, listen, it's we got to take this to the end. We're the last of the Mohicans. We'll fire off in a death. So Perron right now content for taking singles and defending as he should. And this is what's showing you the maturity of Nicholas Perron. Gabe, also stream Women's World Cup, which is starting in the next few days. Don't be sexist. Vishnu, I try not to. We've actually streamed Women's IPL. We've streamed Women's International Cricket before. Like I said, our biggest thing is the time. During the summer, obviously, we got a lot more time, so it's easier for us. But during the school year, it's rough. Nobody backs Andrew Simpson. That's funny. But we will definitely try to get in a women's match over the next week and check out that Women's World Cup. Trust me, I have a daughter, and I here in the United States they did something interesting where they're pushing for there to be more collegiate scholarships for women. So 90 in the chat, don't forget to like and subscribe. I think it's the first time I said that. I'm so bad at that, guys. So in America, American football is the biggest scholarship for men in college, right? That's what my son's Trey's going to school for, American football. They just started Americans flag football for women, and they're giving women scholarships. Now, only a few colleges are doing it, but most of the high schools are now incorporating it. So I love to see that. And absolutely, especially because here in America, college is so expensive. University is so expensive. So I definitely support women's sports. You know what I'm saying? My girl Renelle, herself an athlete, love it. Wendy's is our second favorite team. Oh, I love that, the pool. Oof, good ball there. Backs up Chase. And let's see if Chase can perform better down here. I mean, he has been failing at the top of the order, but let's see if here as just a tail ender, he can put up some more runs. Renell, here's what I don't understand. And I mean, maybe. Oh, and down goes Chase. Down goes Chase. What a beautiful ball there by Harshal Patel. And Harshal Patel doing everything in his power to show me up today. And the man, the myth, the legend, Ozja with the sick Marvel shirt. Bro, I think Purple Patel follows CFA Nation because I've been bagging on him since last time. Let me correction, he didn't only win by 1 run. He won by 8 runs in that death. But that looks scary because he was getting pumped. And Harshal Patel has absolutely come in today and has held court. He's saying, "Who are you talking to, cousin?" And he's putting in work. What is going on, Asjad?
Hello, hello, hello. Thank you so much for having me on to Cricket for Americans. For anyone who is here, please do like and subscribe before you do anything else. And thank you for the warm welcome, everyone in the chat and yourself. Harsha Patel, Purple People Eater, as you call him, 2 for 7 in 2 overs. He might even get a wicket on his in the last ball of his second over. Nope,
He
doesn't look
hates
like
me.
it. The thing is, you're one of the few guys I know who's been talking a lot about him for years now. Well, not years, but like at least a couple of years, and he's doing great things. He's done really good things in terms of this particular game. I don't know when you started streaming, so apologies. I'm not sure if you saw the beginning of India's innings. Did you watch any of that?
No,
So
no, no.
they were
I
a
watched
little
about the
slow.
second innings.
Yeah, I think they were 40 for 2 or 44. Yeah, 40 for 2 or something like that after the power
Right.
play. And when Surya Kumar Yadav and Surya Kumar Yadav came into bat, it was like, oh, can India? In my head, at least, people might be like, "What are you talking about?" In my head, it was like, can India go past 160? Ended up 184 because Surya Kumar Yadav and then Venkatesh Iyer decided, oh, we're gonna bat at 200 strike rate. Let's just see what happens. And yeah, they're doing great things. Honestly, it's great to see from the young Indian perspective. No Rishabh Pant. This I remember hearing on your stream. No Rishabh Pant, no Virat Kohli, no Bhuvi, no Blah, no Deepak Chahar, no Jadeja, no Hardik Pandya. No, I don't know who. Like, there's more players not
No,
in the team.
everyone. No, everyone. That's the only reason Sky's playing because this is the B team, and we're still getting embarrassed, bro. Gosh, it's I'm so angry.
I must say, from a West Indian perspective, initially their spinners bowled quite well. I like the way Chase bowled. I like the way Hayden Walsh Jr. was bowling. It's just the fact that when it comes down to the death, what can West Indies do? Then they've just not been able to do anything of note in terms of this particular series, if I'm not wrong. And also, thank you, Vipul. No Bumrah. How did I forget no Bumrah? He's my favorite player in the world. I forgot my favorite player in the world. But yeah, no Bumrah as well. And that's a drop, by the way. Shan Kishan just dropped. I think that's Nicholas Puran. Yeah. So
Oh
yeah.
wow, Ishan Kishan I think should be dropped. He should drop himself because listen, he has struggled
Whew.
this series. He has struggled this series,
It's
and
just
there's got to be a conversation had.
he. Do you know what? He's been on your podcast before. When you kind of gave him a beating, and then he got things
Yeah.
back together. I think there needs to be an episode 2 for Ishan Kishan on the couch.
We got to get Ishan Kishan back on the couch. You know what? We might do so. So I was asked to read this comment. Let me get back to Paran. Is that going to be
It's
caught? I can't. Oh
no,
my
it's six. It's six.
gosh!
It's six. It's six.
Holy cow! Pumps. Look at Bishnoi laughs when he gives up a six. Is this not the coolest cat in the world, bro? I'm telling you, Bishnoi. And I don't know if you remember the very first season we saw the IPL. Nick and I did. Right after the IPL, they had okay, who should be on India's international team for whatever series it was, and we
Yeah.
were talking about these young guys we had just seen in the IPL, like Sky Bishnoi. That's when we were calling for. I think it was Shubman Gill.
Yeah.
Who else? And we got crushed. These are young guys. They're only doing it in the IPL. I'm like, listen, other than Rashid Khan, Bishnoi was the best spinner in the IPL that year. All right, people literally conceded overs to him. I saw Pollard do it today. Did not play a shot off of him, and people were like, no, 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 no. 2 years later, another IPL season, and that really wants. And want you to answer that question. What happened in the IPL last year that the Kings 11 refused to play him the first 8 games, and then he comes back in the next 8 games, and all he does is hold court. Were they trying to depress his numbers to make him cheaper because they knew the mega auction was coming up? I'm so interested to know why they did that, because to me that should be investigated. But honestly, like to me, Bishnoi is one of the best. Now I wanted to get to this comment before I forget, but answer that question for me, Viking. I'm gonna get to this comment in a minute. What do you think,
Right.
Asjad?
So one thing you mentioned there logically makes complete sense about depreciating his value because he doesn't play as many games, so the numbers get a bit more skewed. I would say like it's maybe the fact that they just didn't feel he fit into their team, which doesn't sound right, does it? Because it's like saying a player like Rashid Khan, again, not comparing the two, just as an example, a very very good bowler doesn't fit into your team, and that's probably the way they looked at it. And I wasn't able to defend it last year. No one that I know was able to defend it last year. I don't know how his domestic numbers were in 2021. So if anyone in the chat can help us out, that would be great. But I feel as though what happened was they've seen how good he is, but they were just like, no, we want to try this guy. We want to try this guy. There was no logical sense. We saw how bad Punjab Kings was last season, right?
Right.
They they always have their ups and downs and stuff, but they needed Ravi Bishnoi in the side, and for some reason they kept going off. I think it was even though I'm not, I don't hate Murugan Ashwin. I just think Ravi Bishnoi is a much better bowler, even though he's what, like 2021 something like that. He's a very
Yeah, he's
young
like
player,
20 years old.
but he's very mature for his age in the
Correct.
way
Right.
he bowls. And I don't know if you noticed this. His leg spin isn't the one that catches the left-handers out. There's brilliant analysis that was done before the game today. I'll see if I can find it and send it to you. Hopefully, I can.
Yeah.
It was about Nicholas Puran finding it difficult against someone like Ravi Bishnoi because of the pace he's bowling and because of the way he's angling the ball away from him. Right, a lot of the
Right.
deliveries are outside off stump by at least a foot. And Nicholas Puran has a striker of what, like 70 or 80 or something like that. Again, I can't remember the numbers, but it wasn't a very good strike rate at the deliveries that Bishnoi was bowling to him. As soon as it comes into his arc, it was like 160 or 200 strike rate. So definitely Ravi Bishnoi, a bowler I know I've liked, and everyone likes the way he shows his heart on his sleeve when he's bowling as well. So yeah, extreme talent, and let's see if he can remain in that international setup for India for years and years to come, and then eventually becoming a part of the Indian team as their main, like main spinner or one of their main spinners.
Oh, you got to see that coming. You got to see that coming. Here's the thing. Think about some of India's main spinners as far as international and even tests, right? I know he's far away from tests, but I mean, how old is he 35 now?
Who?
Ashwin? Ashwin's like
Yeah,
35,
yeah,
right?
yeah, 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 yeah.
So we know, and people, I'm sorry, I'm not being ageist. 35, 36, that's when the arc starts coming down. I know Axar Patel, also one of their main spinners. Ooh,
That was a
ooh,
beautiful
great ball
delivery.
there. Beautiful delivery. So we don't know how much longer he's got. So is there another guy, honestly? And I mean, we're talking about just proper spinners that you would say is better than Bishnoi. In my opinion, no. In my opinion, no. And I think he's got to be that next man up as far as and it's I know what they're saying. He's young. I don't care. I don't care. Why aren't? Here's a question: young batsmen get promoted all the time for India and all countries. Okay, all countries to be fair. Okay, but think about the young captains that India has promoted in the past, and the young batsmen they promoted in the past, but not the young bowlers. Think about it. Kapil Dev was a young dude when he became captain, right? So was wow. I'm trying to remember the other
Dhoni,
captain.
Dhoni.
No, Dhoni was actually older, right? Because he played in the
He was like
domestic circuit.
27. It was like
Like 27.
26, 26, 27.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So I'm
maybe
just like,
27.
you got to put him up there. Somebody asked me to read this comment, and we're so behind, but I'm so excited to get you. The entire West Indian organization is in shambles. DJ Bravo talked about how he received his international kit in black plastic bags. No honor, nothing. It's a poorly run organization. Wow, that is brutal. That is brutal. If that's true, and I'm glad I got to that, that is so sad. And yes, that's where I'm talking about. Really, black plastic bags. That's where people that don't matter don't need to be cashing a check. All right, hang it up, because I guarantee you. Matter of fact, I'm gonna go through the whole West Indies cricket board and find out how many employees they have. That's gonna be my project during spring break. And I'm gonna say, what do you do? What do you do? What are you cashing a check for? All right, you got the cricket board, because I guarantee you, every organization can trim the fat. Every organization has people that are getting paid just because they're there. Okay, just because you were breathing. What do you actually do? Are you kidding me? That is embarrassment. That is embarrassing. That's frustrating.
I think I've heard since about 1997 that the West Indies organization is going to get back into the grind of things. And since 1997, from my knowledge, I've never heard it not be a shambles, unfortunately. And people might say, "Oh, it was fine then, but it's even worse now." But I've always just heard the fact that the way it's managed It's just not good for the players. It's not helpful for the players. And considering that fact, they've had a lot of players still come out and do so well in T20 leagues, or winning T20 tournaments and stuff, T20 World Cup, sorry. So yeah, it's really unfortunate. And if that's true, DJ Bravo debuted what, like 15-ish years ago, even probably even before 15 years ago. That's just horrible. That's just horrible.
Embarrassing.
Yeah.
Embarrassing. Hans says, Gabe, think of West Indies similar to Dominican Republic. People have to leave the system to get more success, some success because of the corruption, politics, etc. Exactly. And in my country, the Dominican Republic, also in the Caribbean, that's part of the problem. There's so many people with their hands in a cookie jar that don't do anything. They're just there because of relationships, whether it be nepotism or they buy their way into the positions and they're getting paid for nothing. I guarantee you, if you look at the West Indies cricket organization, their cricket board, right, there's people on there that do nothing and get paid nothing. They got some fictitious title, analysis, this, that, scouting, whatever, and you do nothing. You pick up a check is what you do. Criminals.
The rich get richer and the poor get poorer, Gabe. That's how a lot of these places work. And as soon as you said you're from Dominican Republic, do you know what I think of? I think of Carla from Scrubs. I don't know if you ever watched Scrubs or not. And there's an entire song where she's like, "I'm not Dominican, or I'm from Dominican Republic," and it just reminded me of that. Sorry, I thought I'd just lighten the mood slightly. But yeah, it's not good. It's not ideal at all, is it? And Biggs is kind of helping us out there. About 20 years since the West Indies organization, the cricket board, for lack of a better term, is in shambles, while Romario Shepherd is hitting sixes whenever he wants. So maybe there is something in the West Indies arsenal still, but we'll see.
A little life.
Yeah.
Asya, there's two comments I want to get to, and they're back to back. Guys, we're going through the comments, so if I missed it, we're so behind in the conversation. Every time I get Asya, I feel like I'm asking him a million questions because he is so versed. Two things. Sanya says, but Bishnoi's bowling won't work in red ball cricket, I feel. That's interesting because I feel as in red ball cricket, because the ball, again, and obviously you're not giving them a new ball, but as the ball gets more and more beat up, right? This is a beat up ball that we got. I think it was from an England series. I can't remember. Somebody sent it to us. Isn't it going to impact more how the ball spins? So as a spinner, is that not going to help him as the innings drag on?
Have you seen? I don't recall Bishnoi being a huge turner of the ball. He's a lot more wicket to wicket than a guy who spins the ball miles and miles. Now, I understand where they're coming from, but you got to give him a chance. I don't know what he's done in the domestic circuit in first class cricket. I don't even know if he's played first class cricket. Okay, but by the way, Vickers Air just dropped Romario Shepherd, so one good piece of news there. But yeah, just wanted to say about Ravi Bishnoi. There's a player, I want to reference a player in Pakistan who's a very similar bowler to Bishnoi, but like 10 to 12 years older than him, right? And his first class record is his economy is like 4.5, but he picks up wickets on a regular basis. Now, Bishnoi can be a very, very important what do you call it, wicket taking option, I think, but right now I don't know. Like I said, I'm not sure about his red ball numbers or anything as of this moment. I'll probably have to take a look at that. But if anyone can help us, that would be great. But that's probably something we need to consider. His type of bowling style, the way the pace that he bowls, where his line and lengths, mostly his length, doesn't seem completely akin to red ball cricket. I don't see him flighting the ball too much. But again, that's my take on it, and I could be wrong. I might not remember correctly. But I don't see him flighting the ball that much for his leg spin deliveries. A lot of his deliveries don't spin that much. They spin just enough. They do drift, but they don't spin enough to kind of. And again, you can have spinners like Anil Kumble, who didn't spin the ball much, but he was wicket to wicket. But he had that height advantage, so that would give him that certain bounce. His length was really good. So again, that's my take. That's my 2 cents on it. I think we have to give him a couple of years.
Before you get to the next question that Sunny S wants you to educate me on, Bishnoi should have just had a third wicket. Actually, they've dropped twice. He should have a 4-wicket haul because somebody else dropped. Who got dropped when he was bowling earlier? I can't remember. But right now, Shepherd just got dropped, and I'm like, are you kidding me? Like, who was that dropped? Avish Khan. It wasn't a sitter. It was a tough chance, but it should have been caught. So I just please try and educate Hardik Pandya. He says Venkatesh Iyer is better than Hardik Pandya. Thank you. Right now, my argument is this: Hardik Pandya has had these back issues for the last few seasons. He has not done anything to prove he is fit or healthy. I know people are in love with the legend of Hardik Pandya. I get it. But sometimes you don't come back from injuries, guys. Honestly, you're talking to a person that comes from a family of professional athletes. You guys don't know how many athletes don't make it because of an injury. One injury can derail your career. All right,
Yeah.
yours truly suffered one. My wife, Savannah, she played college soccer. She suffered it. Her brother was the captain of the soccer team at UNLV, and I always mention that my wife soccer or football family is football royalty. Her grandfather played for the Mexican national team. Her dad played for the La Chivas Mexico. Okay, her nephew right now plays for MLS team, the Chicago Fire. So, but that's 2 or 3 people in their family. Everybody plays, but usually 1 or 2 things happens. It's injury or opportunity. And one injury can derail your career, guys. So just saying, I'm not wishing that on Hardik Pandya. But I just think Venkatesh Iyer, with what he's shown with both the bat and the ball, how do you replace him? Azjad, please educate me.
You've seen cricket for about 2 years, and I think you've seen Hardik Pandya bowl like twice. So one thing I would say is before he got injured, he was starting to get the pace quite high. I think he was hitting around 140 and bowling really good slower deliveries. He was becoming a bowler who could be utilized almost everywhere apart from opening the bowling for India in a T20 game. With the bat, what I've seen him do is things like get 60 off 24 on multiple occasions, not just for India, but also for Mumbai Indians. It's just the fact that he's injured, and unfortunately, you haven't seen him perform the way that people have seen him play, right? So for that reason, your judgment kind of makes sense because we've seen Venkatesh Iyer bat really well at the top of the order. You've also seen Venkatesh Iyer finish games off. You've seen him bowl pace. What's he got? I think he got 2 wickets in this game as well, right? He's same thing. There's a lot of people saying Shardul Thakur is far superior to both of these guys. For me personally, I think in terms of power hitting, I think Hardik Pandya, the way he hits the ball, is second to none, and that's what I really liked about him. Coming back from injury, he hasn't looked the same, but hopefully, I'm hoping, fingers crossed, he does get back into the groove of things, and then you can see how good he used to be if he does get back to that level. But I wouldn't say he's better than. I think at this very moment, Hardik Pandya doesn't have one of the pieces in his arsenal. It's like if you have 3 guns or if you have 3 specific skills, you can't use one of them at all. So
Right.
he's kind of disadvantaged like that at the moment. At least that's my take on it. But Venkatesh Iyer, I'm a huge fan of his. I think he's really, really good. And there's a comment here. I just want to quickly mention if that's okay. Well, I've lost the comment, but someone mentioned that Ravi Bishnoi is not as accurate a bowler as you require in Test cricket, and that's something I do agree with. He does vary his lines a lot, and he varies his length a lot more, which is something that could be punished a lot more in red ball cricket. I just thought I'd remember, I'd mention that, and yeah, that's my take on it at least.
You know what?
Mm.
Good argument. Good argument. And that's why we love having Azjad on, guys. Azjad always, talks sense to CFA Nation, okay? He talks sense to CFA Nation. And again, he's much more experienced than we are. But again, we're going off of our 2 years. Remember, this is our 3rd year actually watching cricket and recency bias, right? In the last 2 years, we've seen a shell of what a Hardik Pandya is versus what we've seen Venkatesh Iyer. And the last thing I'll tell you about Venkatesh Iyer, at least in the last 2 years, this is our 3rd year again watching cricket, I've not seen another Indian player bat as quickly and as much as Venkatesh Iyer, because this guy literally came from KKR in the second half of the season last year to immediately making the Indian international team, which doesn't happen. Everybody says, Gabe, those are IPL numbers. It doesn't. It happened. It happened. And now the guy's not, been on the ODI team, been on the, did he make the test squad? I think he even made the test squad. Or might have been just ODI.
I'm sure he's
T20.
T20 ODI. Yeah.
This guy's getting backed, man, and there's a reason. Like, he struggled in that his very first ODI match, but after that, he either has gotten you wickets or putting up runs, and that's what you need. This between him and Sky, they have saved this series for India. Go back to that last game when, yeah, you're right, it wasn't 1 run, it was 8 runs. Look at what he did. Look at Sky. Look at this game. The whole top order failed, and those 2 guys carried you. Just saying. I want to get to this super chat. Thank you so much, Karan. Don't be sour, Gabe. Give them a little time. Very potent hitters and all-rounders need a little bit of balanced tactics. Yes, this can be fixed. The West Indies can be fixed, especially their white ball. Red ball, I can't even begin to talk about that right now. I can't begin to.
Hey, they beat Pakistan. I think
I'm just saying.
They beat Pakistan in West Indies. Just saying, they're not that bad. Or you could say Pakistan is. Well, that's a rabbit hole I don't want to go down right now, Gabe.
Yeah, you
but
don't want to go down that rabbit hole.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. They do have England in a couple of weeks in Test cricket, so that's going to be really exciting.
I'll be excited to see that. So for me, I think 3 things need to happen. They need to stop with all the garbage and all this, especially in white ball cricket, all this fitness garbage, and put in your best player of spin, because spin is what's killing you. You guys are averaging, I think I saw, they're averaging like 7 runs, I think it is, and over against spin. And again, Pollard cannot play spin. Pollard absolutely gets destroyed by spin. And you need more consistency at the top of the order, and that's where you bring in a Sherman Hitmeyer. So that's a change that needs to happen, and you need to fix your death bowling. Because again, guys, today you had India down. I think it was 100. It was like 94 going into the what was it, the 14th over or something like that. And,
wow.
and the guys allowed him, bro. They allowed him to put up 85 runs in the death. 85 runs in 5 overs, dude.
It's okay.
It's got to change. It's got to change.
Just think, if you can, from what you've seen so far, or people in the chat can probably correct me, who is West Indies death bowlers, right? Who are West Indies death bowlers? Because I can the only person I can think of, and he's an opening bowler. He bowls in the middle. He can bowl maybe an over at the death, is Jason Holder, right? And whenever I think of someone, and people can say, oh, Fennell Edwards is great sometimes, and what's his name? Left arm, McCoy. Obed McCoy is great. I know Obed McCoy is great, but for some reason he's just, I don't know maybe he's injured, maybe he's just unavailable. But this West Indies death bowling is a huge issue at the moment. Oh, wow.
Nick, I hate you. Nick, I hate you. You know why? Because I'm suffering. Yes, they are viewing I'm suffering, okay? That's why. He's like, why does it seem like a funeral? They feel my pain, Nick, okay? Everyone feels my pain. And other than you, everybody loves the West Indies. Even Indian fans love the West Indies. Come on. Now, how can you not love the West Indies? Come on. It's painful. I hate you.
West Indies, for cricket to prosper, apart from the big 3, right? West Indies is one of those teams that needs to do well. Pakistan is one of those teams that need to do well for it to kind of stay afloat, in my opinion. And I think West Indies have the skills. Maybe it's just the man.
Ranil. That's it. Ranil, ban Han. Stick him in the bathroom. Stick Han in the bathroom right now. Are you kidding me? Chris Silverwood could save the West Indies.
Do you know what? Justin Langer could save the West Indies. Justin Langer could save the West Indies.
Actually, he might be able to, because he actually uses discipline. Yes, right? He'll throw a couple trash cans at people. You know what I mean? But man,
wow, Mario Shepard, you absolute freak!
Oh my gosh, Declarado! Oh, he destroyed that ball.
Declarado. What does that mean?
It's a Spanish word.
Oh, nice.
That means
get it out of there.
It's almost like saying degenerate, but it's like saying it like yo, I'm a savage kind of, like, you know what I mean? Like you know what I mean? Like, oh, degenerate cousin, like dude. Yes, and when the West Indies do stuff like this, it gets you excited, right? But then you're just like, guys, please fix it, because there is talent. There is so much talent. Somebody made the silly comment, we don't got talent, earlier, and the West Indies fans in here went off. Find out who has the most international players playing in all domestic T20 leagues. from the BBL to the CPL to the BBL,
England.
PSL, IPL. Stop it, cousin. All right, we put in work. It's the bowling and the way the organization is ran. But come on, look at Ramiro Shepherd putting in work, putting in work.
I've got a feeling. I read some of the comments, and it looks like maybe he got out the next bowl, but I haven't read. I haven't seen it yet.
I
So
don't look. I don't look. That's why I like staying behind in the comments. And that, guys, if you notice, I'm super behind in the comments because if I stay with your comments, you guys spoil it because you guys are ahead of me for a little bit. So I love this comment, but you're gonna get crushed in here, Sahil, because I said he's better. He's Rashid Khan light in a stream, and people killed me. He's nothing like Rashid Khan. I said light. That means he's kind of like Rashid Khan, not like light. LIT. Somebody said reminiscent of Emil Kumble. Oh, get him, get him. The chat's gonna get you right now, Sahil. Oh my gosh, did he just compare? And I love Bishnoi to.
don't you worry. Don't you worry. What I would say to someone like Sahil is Bishnoi is reminiscent of Kumble in the sense that he's not.
No.
Yeah. Oh wait,
And now
Puran's
I
gone.
just saw it.
Ah,
It's
Puran's
Puran.
gone.
Gone.
Okay.
Gone. It's Puran that's gone. Great ball off of the Lord, the core. And the core has a way. He's so expensive, right? 2 overs, he's 22 runs, but he gets those wickets, man. That's why he was paid so much for in the IPL, in the IPL. CSK wanted him back so bad. I saw the core actually win games, either getting wickets or actually with his bat. Why isn't he considered an all-rounder? Honestly, why is Lord the core not considered all-rounder?
I think he's the perception has changed over the past few years. So again, since Australia, the perception might have changed for Shardul Thakur because I had always seen him as a batsman, a bowler who bats. Just like I will stick to this fact, even though Ravichandran Ashwin has like 5 centuries in Test cricket, I will still say he's a bowler who bats a bit, and people will hate me for it. But yeah, sorry. My point was Shardul Thakur. What he's done is that he's figured out a way of picking up wickets. It doesn't matter if he goes for runs or whatever. He'll just come back. He's a wicket-taking option. In T20 cricket and ODIs, he's a wicket-taking option for sure. With the bat, he has the ability to hit sixes, but he also has the ability to just stay at the crease. Again, correct me if I'm wrong. Did he not score like 60 odd against England? Or he scored 250s in one game in a test match recently? So he is definitely very, very talented. And yeah, he's probably in that, all-rounder category from an Indian perspective for sure. And I just wanted to say this RCB bowler is someone that I will not like in a few months.
We'll see what happens here. And this is, he's proved me wrong today, so I gotta shut my mouth. I gotta shut my mouth because he's proved me wrong. But we'll see what happens here.
Yes, Renel. Yes, Renel. Puran scoring runs since the big payday at the IPL. What do you think?
Nick says people have been trying to tell us that Bishnoi can't do. He keeps proving them wrong. Soon they'll say he can't. He can, but he can't cook well. Yeah, and I think that a lot of times because, and I get it, the young players come in and they're replacing some of your favorites, right? But you got to go for the best guys. Look at Puran upset at himself. And he's like, gosh, I knew I had to be there to finish this thing on. It is what it is, man. Puran, good knock for Puran. I mean, Puran went up there and he's been there the longest. No, Thakor. Look at Thakor try to get that wicket. That's not a wicket. Wait. I thought India's used both their challenges. Do they have another?
Probably do.
I thought he lost 2 challenges already. Super chat that I missed here.
No, you read it. You read that one.
Okay, I read that one. Thank you again, Karan, for the super chat. And again, guys, I stay back because you guys are always ahead of us, so that's how come I'm behind in the chat. Just so you guys know, Ravi Bishnoi depends more on his googly. He has a long way to go to be a red bowler, even to have a long white ball career. Interesting. I disagree with the second statement. I agree with the first.
I just wanted to mention something. I saw the first hour and a bit of the India batting, and then since then I was watching the PSL. So when you messaged me, I was like, okay, yeah, I'll come on. So I quickly looked at all the scorecards, got everything together, and then joined on my laptop. But thankfully, my stream is running concurrently to yours. It's not behind or ahead of you,
Sweet,
and this is great.
sweet. I love it. I love it a lot. Uh,
What have you thought of Ishan
Ashwin,
Kishan, by the way, as a keeper? What are your thoughts?
as a keeper, that's a different question. As a keeper, did you see the play he made just now when he got out Perron? That was not an easy play. He went running a long way and went, dove, caught that ball. That takes a lot of athleticism to do. Here, I'm going to get crushed again. I don't see Johnny Bairstow making that play, cousin. Just saying. You know, people, he's a great fielder.
He's a great Johnny Bairstow would have taken that, Gabe. He would have taken
Yeah,
that with his
okay.
eyes closed. With his
With his
eyes
eyes
closed.
closed, right? So Kishan as a keeper has impressed me, but I think this is it for him. I think that they've backed him so much, and maybe it's all the hype behind Kishan. I get it. He's a left-handed batsman. You know, they want him opening, but Ishan Kishan, just look at his strike rate. Look at what he's done this entire tournament. He doesn't deserve to be there right now. Not above other players India has. And that's the thing about India. Maybe on any other squad, the West Indies might say, oh, you'll take an Ishan Kishan. What? Guys, let's be real. Let's be real. It ain't good enough. It just isn't good enough when all the other players, and that's the problem when you play for India. There's always somebody waiting to take your spot. They could field easily two teams. So today, for instance, 35, 34, and 31, 109 strike rate. I think that's been his best strike rate and best knock so far of this of this series. But 100 strike rate, that's a lot of balls to get 34 runs. Do you understand what I'm saying? In T20, Sky, 65 off of 31, 209 strike rate. That's what you need. 150 strike rate for Shreyas Iyer, 25 off 16. That's what you need. So I think that moving forward, he obviously, because Pant is the wicket keeper, I just don't think that he's going to be back to get above other people. Now, to be fair, I don't want to talk about some of the West Indies strike rates and how many balls they face,
Let's not.
because they've literally.
Let's not, because my PSL team got bowled out for 105 in a T20 game today, and the economy rates of the bowlers were 2.5, 2, 4, 5.5, and things like that. So today's an interesting day where you see some things like that. Romario Shepherd, though, I've been very impressed with. Even Nicholas Puran this series, he's looked like the Puran that we want him to look like. It's just unfortunate that Pollard and other big names, I think Hope is playing today, isn't he? And a lot of these guys have not performed as well as West Indies would have liked them to.
Right.
I think that was a bit high, wasn't
it? There goes Harshal Patel. He's asking for the wicket on an overthrow. Did the West Indies just steal another run?
Yes.
I think they stole another run there. And Ishan Kishan, and there goes a mistake he made, because that just cost another run. And they're challenging it. It looked high. This is going to be the second failed challenge for Rohit Sharma, and he's got 2 failed challenges. Han, this is how behind we are in the chat, guys. Han says, Gabe is right. Look at Smudge before he got hit in the head by Archer. He is not the same. And speaking of Smudge, guys, Pucovski just had another, for Australia, just had another concussion. Not even cricket related. I mean, concussions are bad. Here's the thing about concussions. And I remember hearing this. I don't know if you ever saw the movie with Will Smith. Terrible acting. And that's one of the very few that I could say that, because I love Will Smith as an actor. But the film Concussion, and in the film Concussion, it's about the NFL was hiding CRT and concussions and the damage that it does to these players in the NFL. And this doctor came out. We've had since, all these players that either retire early or get violent and commit crimes. We have a large, and I mean a large amount of NFL players. Now, culture has something to do with it as well, but that get involved in criminality. You know what I mean? We're talking murder, suicides, all kinds of crazy stuff. And they're talking about how the CRT it causes damage to their brains. And anyways, to make a long story short, he said that realistically, the best indicator of a future concussion is a prior concussion. And the thing happens, once you get that first concussion, brother, they just start stacking on top of each other. And for his health, Pucovski should just retire. And that hurts. I love you got Australia fans. How much did I talk about Pucovski? But at the risk of this guy either becoming permanently injured, something that could just affect him for the rest of his life, or, oh my gosh, that is closer than I thought it was going to be.
I just want to add something to what you said. I completely agree with you. I have seen the movie. I thought it was good acting, but everyone's point of view. Maybe I don't know how the real guy sounds, but it was. I agree with you. I completely agree with you that if you don't have one, and when you get one after that, you are at more risk of getting one again and again and again. So definitely, I would be completely okay with him not playing for Australia, even though I was really excited about him. Also, I do unfortunately have to go, but we know that that West Indies is gonna win. Is gonna win, right, Gabe? They're gonna win now, aren't they? They've got Fabian
I,
Allen. They've got Romario Shepherd, right?
You know, I'm hoping, brother. I'm hoping, brother. It's not good though. It's not good right now, Carlton. But Ramiro Shepard and Fabian Allen are the last of the Mohicans, struggling here against Harsha Patel in this what is the 18th over, and I'm just shocked. They need 27 off 8 balls. I thought they would do more damage, and Harsha Patel has proven me wrong. He's done his job. You know, I got to eat my words. This is one of those streams that, man, everything I've said has been wrong. And man, it is
It's all
brutal.
good. It's all good. Who knows? Right now, in the last 8 balls, Mario Shepard can do a Carlos Brathwaite, hit 4 6s, right? Or do something great. But yeah, fantastic. Thank you so much for having me on. As always, please, everyone, do like, share, and subscribe to Cricket for Americans, a channel to watch out for. They've hit 14K subscribers recently. I hope you get to 15K before the IPL starts for sure. That's really high. I'm going to go before the decision comes out. I'll see you
Get it
later.
out.
Thanks.
Get it out.
That's
Get it
out.
out. And nope, that is caught. Ah,
Bye, Gabe.
dude, he
Sorry.
hates me. Later, brother. Gosh, did somebody, Karan, thank you for the super chat. Hey, Gabe, RCB all the way, laugh out loud. Nick, like that. Did somebody actually DM Harsha Patel and said, hey, those Americans are talking smack about you? Because what is going on? Harsha Patel holding court. Harsha Patel holding court. Like, bro, do you know who I am? A 3-wicket haul today, dismantling the West Indies, snatching victory from the jaws of defeat. And he's got 3 huge wickets. I mean, oh gosh. Shepard, who was our savior at that point, absolutely dispatched. Roston Chase, he's come here in the death and shown like, bro, I'm a savage. You better respect me. You know, wow. This is why he got paid. This is why he got paid, and I was wrong. Thank you for the super chat, Karan. Yeah, this game's over. This game's over. Over. And Fabian Allen pulls that for a boundary, but you know, it's 162 now, just too much to go in the last over. They need a miracle. Magic says people talk crap about Pant in the beginning too. Calm down about Ishan. He will do all right. There's a reason he gets backed. And you know what's funny? People did talk crap about Pant, except for CFA, baby. That's one of our original back players. My man Nick, you know what I'm saying, put out his video where we got crushed. And he said that would be the future MS Dhoni replacement as a wicketkeeper and captain. And we got crushed for that one. But, well, Pant's already shown that he's a match winner like MS Dhoni. And the legend of Pant, you know, destroying the Gabba out there in Australia. And honestly, guys, Pant is already captaining his own IPL franchise. Don't think he'll ever be India captain because there's just so many other good players, but you never know. You never know. If not for Sky, West Indies would have won this match. Agreed. And that's what I'm saying. Sky just doesn't get the love he deserves. Yeah, he got a concussion from a beach ball this time. Just seems prone to them. Yeah, and Dr. Jihan, like I said, I don't know if you've ever seen the movie Concussion. And honestly, I don't know how accurate what they said in the movie Concussion is. But the doctor, who was played by Will Smith, said the best indicator of a future concussion is a prior concussion. So once you have one, they're just going to keep coming. And there goes a boundary there. There goes a boundary there. Yeah, the summer of Gabe is over. Reverse mush. Yeah, guys, I've been getting crushed. I've been getting crushed. What happened? For a minute there, it was like everything I touched turned to gold. All the teams turned to gold. And it's just been bad. The summer of Gabe, like Nick said, it was more like the year of Gabe, is over. CSK should be very worried because it is over. I reverse mushed Patel. Oh, platinum. And that stop right there probably sealed the deal, because if that would have gone for a boundary, West Indies still would have had a shot. But now they need, even if they hit 3 sixes, if they need 18 runs, I mean, it's over. This game's over. That was a great stop. And was that Rohit Sharma that died for that? Wow. Impressive. Impressive. Yep, Barry, the summer of Gabe is over. The Platinum People Leader. Ooh, I like him, Minitium. We shall name him the Platinum People Leader. And Drake is gone after that unbelievable catch there by Rohit Sharma. And that's the game. That wicket is the game. And they need 3. If he doesn't get that, I don't think there was anybody there. That goes all the way to the boundary, and that's 4 runs. But as it stands, it's not only it's a wicket there. It's a wicket there for Lord the Core. And it ends the game. Wow, Rohit Sharma. Impressive. What are you going to do? Hayden Walsh Jr. coming in. The spinner, Hayden Walsh Jr. coming in. And we'll see what happens. Yeah, guys, I think we have to change his name from the Purple People Leader to the Platinum People Leader. I like it, Minitium. Actually, Sonny, to be fair, I was watching the game. I was watching the game because I was at my break at school. And whoever bowled in the 17th over, I think it was, or the 18th over for India in that last game, they actually saved the game because Purple Patel was getting pumped. I want to see if I can go back to that game and figure out who it was. And if you look at that specific over, whoever bowled the over before Platinum Patel did an unbelievable job. And then, Patel, I just felt like he was getting pumped in that over and ended up winning. I mean, he did his job, right? He didn't blow it, but man, if he had given up or if he had less to work with, it would have been ugly. Who bowled? Let me see. I'm going to see if I could go back to that game real quickly. Who bowled the 17th over in that game? Full commentary. Boo, 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 boo. And West Indies innings. Come on. What do you mean? There's no commentary there. So, okay. No. So I want to. Oh, this is so frustrating. I can't. It's not pulling up for me. But it was somebody else who bowled prior to Purple Patel and depressed the scoring. Had a really good over, and it really helped. Karan, thank you for the super chat again. Love you guys. 109 in the chat. Man, unfortunately, West Indies done here. Lose by 17 runs. And man, look at Nick feeling good about himself. Man, you better. Oh, this guy. Clean sweep for the West Indies, terrible. And I agree, you can't go anywhere expecting to be a swept. India and all their backups still putting in work. Patel, think he will do RCB proud. I hate you, Nick. Oh, I hate you. And the summer of Gabe is over. The year of Gabe is over. It is not looking good. Congratulations, Team India. Congratulations, Team India. Man, again, Nick's right. Backups, guys. Backups. I mean, other than, you know, Siraj, which obviously Siraj is a part of the team, and Sky should be, but he gets dropped often. But we'll say Sky, obviously. But look at it. Ishan Kishan, Ritesh Gaikwad, Venkatesh Iyer. I mean, Rohit's in there, but no Dhoni, okay? No Bumrah, not Dhoni. I'm sorry, no Kohli, no Bumrah, no Pant. You know, oh my, it's just bad, man. And India still won this game comfortably, much more comfortably than they won the last one. And again, you just can't give up 85 runs in 5 overs. It cannot happen. You know, it's embarrassing. Romero Shepherd got pumped. Hootie! 50 runs. 50 runs in 4 overs. All right. Dominic Drake's 1230 economy rate, 37 runs in 3 overs. I mean, they got wickets apiece, 1 wicket apiece, but it just can't happen. It just can't happen. And where do we go from here? Where do we go from here? You know, it is what it is. You know, I mean, again, this was our chance, guys. This was our chance. India was 94 or 96, I think it was, in the 14th over for 4. And somehow the West Indies allowed them to put up 85 or 86 in the death. You can't make it up. You can't make it up. All right. No, Chahal didn't even bowl today, guys. No Chahal. I mean, are you kidding me? Oh, wow. In any event, man, appreciate that, Nick. Gabe, you have to watch the highlights from previous game. Boovie bowled a brilliant 19. That's who it was. Thank you, Barath. It was Boovie, because I remember we were on break at school. Nick and I were watching it. And Boovie, who I also been talking crap about, because he hadn't been taking wickets, bowled brilliantly in the 19th over. And that's what saved the game for India, because then I think he only gave up 2-3 runs in that over. I think he got a wicket as well. And that made it easier for Harsha Patel, the Purple People Eater. But thank you, Barath. It was Boovie who bowled brilliantly in that last over. Yep, clean sweep, 6-0. Couldn't win a white ball game. Couldn't win a T20 game. And it's just embarrassing. Embarrassing. But I forgot it was Boovie. So, yeah, the summer of... so Patel bowled in the 18 and gave up 8th. And then in the last over is when, Boovie 4-run over. Was amazing. I mean, that game was there for the taking, and the West Indies couldn't do it. It's so frustrating. Jadeja 37 runs in the IPL in over. I saw that live, cousin. Who are you talking to? You know I saw it live. Oh man, it's tough. Yeah, whitewash tour, and you telling me you couldn't win a game? Not a game. This is just I'm furious. But what are you gonna do? Just trying to get through these comments real quick here, guys. Before they announce it, what do you guys think? Man of the match? For me, it's gotta be Sky. Sky should be man of the series. Harsha Patel might get it because he got a 3-wicket haul today, but that doesn't it matters. But again, Sky carried this team. 209 strike rate, 61 off of 31. Are you kidding me? Oh, Sky. Come on now. Jadeja is returning to the Sri Lanka series. Oh, daddy. I wonder who gets strapped then. Oh, Jadeja. Love seeing him swing Excalibur, baby. Yep. Hootie. Oh, it's so bad. So bad. It's all darkness. Sky for sure. It better be Sky. Can Sky get some love? Sky should be man of the match and man of the series. I agree. Perrin should be man of the series. Perrin for the West Indies for sure. He's been holding court every single game. India with the number 1 rank now. Did not know that. Congratulations. Ooh. Oh, you kind of stole my thunder there. I want to do an R3 wickets for the series, and you kind of jumped it. I mentioned it last time. I was holding it close to the vest, but I think that Pollard's reign as captain may be coming to an end. Poor decision, poor selections, because he's part of that selection committee as well. He needs to be backing his guys. He needs to be fighting, and it's not happening. And, you know, today you see that they dropped Roston Chase all the way to 7th or 8th, and he failed again. Why hadn't that happened before? He had him in the opening partnership, or not the opening, but in the top 4 partnership, the first 2 games. Oh, my gosh. Ooh, my girl Renee gave us furious. Well, I'm happy here about my predictions, getting 300 for the series prediction right. Get it, girl. Get that guap. And maybe that's what I should start doing, because I've been watching so much cricket. I should be able to crush the casinos out here, because they don't know as much as I do. So, ooh, I may be starting to go on your on that route, Renee. Sky, although Venkatesh gave an all-round performance too. Yeah, Venkatesh has been good, man, but Paran's been a savage. 3 50s in the series, 3 consecutive 50s. He's been trying to carry this team. He just hasn't had a lot of help. Jadeja and Boomer back. The core are going to be rested. That makes sense. Paran should be man of the series. How often do they give man of the series to a player that on the losing side? I don't know. 100 for the 100th test match for Kohli. That's interesting. I know Kohli got himself a 50 in this series as well. And Kohli's looking better after giving up that captaincy. Looks like he's more relaxed. So let's see what happens. Man of the match, Sky. Man of the series, Paran. Lord, Father, poor Paran, Father. I'm just saying, Riddell, we got to start calling it out. We got to start calling it out. It's Paran's time to lead now. Wow. Ooh. It's Paran's time to lead now. I mean, honestly, I have so many thoughts on this series, not just this match. And hopefully Nick and I can get that out to you guys soon, more than likely tomorrow. But definitely have a lot of thoughts. SRH happy in the corner. Yeah, they are. I mean, listen, they still have a lot of issues over there. But between Kane Williamson and Paran, they do have something. All right, so I will give you that. Sachin got man of the tournament once after failing World Cup. Interesting. World Cup was sensational. Sachin scored 673 runs in 2003 World Cup, was named, despite losing, and I'll say player of the series, of the series in Australia and final. Interesting. Gabe, India becomes the number 1 ranked team in T20 ICC internationally. And I mean, they sure do look it, don't they? They sure do look it. I think 2023 World Cup should be Pollard's last as captain. I mean, some stuff definitely has to change. New Zealand lost. Oh my. New Zealand lost. Let's say, and it looks like they're about to announce it right now. If they haven't already announced it, I'm still listening for it. You know, and honestly, I'm hoping that it's going to be Sky for man of the match. He needs that recognition. He needs to continue to be back. And here's the thing about Sky, and this is why I want Sky backed every single game. Sky's 31 No, he debuted at 31. So what is he now? 35, I think, 34, 35. He's reaching that time when eventually he's going to get past. Just because, performance wanes with age. So, I mean, come on. Jihan says, no, Gabe. No, Gabe. They renamed the core. Sachin Tendulkar Potts after that tournament. Oh, okay. I see what you're saying. Bairstow greater than Perron. Really, Han? Really? Come on, man. Honestly, Gabe, removing and changing captaincy for West Indies will not improve the Windies team. Just saying. And some other stuff. Some other stuff needs to happen. Sky is 31. Okay. Sky is 31. So did he just make the international side this last year? Are you serious? Oh my gosh. He debuted last year, so we actually saw Sky's debut. And like I said, we just been watching cricket for 2 years. I can't remember that. I can't believe that was Sky's debut. As good as this guy's been, that's sad. That's sad. So at least he's got a few more years to play. So he has got to be backed. He has got to be backed. Wow. I got to read this one. John Campbell and the whole West Indies squad to Perron. How it feels to not have a Gabe at your back for 3 consecutive matches. Perron, it can. Oh, so I mushed everybody else in because I was rough. Since I was rough on Perron for all the money he got in the IPL. Is that why he's doing good? That's hilarious. Listen, only Dhoni could manage Chris Jordan, and that's going to be a nightmare for me. What he did. Oh my gosh, get ready for that. Get ready for that. This is hilarious. Sky is not CSK age yet. He's only 34. Oh man, you guys are horrible. I love it. Sky played IPL for 6 years. Got it. Before he got his shot. I got you. Sky, baby. Wow, Barry coming at me hard too. Sky is perfect for CSK. Debut at 31, prime will be at 40. You guys are horrible. That's why the Mumbai Indians retained him, though. They saw what they have. Sky's a savage, man. Sky's an absolute savage. When Sky left KKR and came to Mumbai, he improved times 50 and got in the team. Yeah, I was actually hoping that he was going to be dropped by Mumbai into the auction because I thought they would go with Ishan Kishan because he's a left-handed wicketkeeper. I knew they were going to drop Quinton de Kock, but that's how highly they thought of him that they said, no, we're going to keep him. They kept Pollard. They kept Boomerang, obviously, and they kept Sky. Like, no, we need this guy. Oh, Renell. And Renell, I'm going to see what the schedule is like for the Cricket World Cup. We've been wanting to have you on for a while. Hopefully, if we are able to stream, you'll a match over the next week. You'll be able to join us. That would be awesome. Get a perspective from a female cricketer. It'd be awesome. I like this. But I'll shoot you a DM. KKR ruined Sky. Mumbai revived them. UAE won against Ireland in T20 qualifiers. Oh my. You know what? I would say I'm excited for the test match. I just want to see, it's against England. England has been in shambles too. And I think that the West Indies, this is an opportunity to get things right. I want to see some changes made. Obviously, Campbell back on the side is a change. So we'll see what happens. That is hilarious. CSK actually waited for Jordan to turn 30 until they recruited him. Oh, you're horrible. Absolutely, Renell. Absolutely. I'll check out the timeline later on today and shoot you a DM, and then whatever game falls either after school or on my days off or whatever, then I'll let you know. I know that our times are a little bit more. You're about 3 hours ahead of me, I believe, right now. So hopefully it won't be too bad. Excited for John Campbell. You know what? As much as I mushed John Campbell, and it's no longer the summer of Gabe, I'm calling it right now. He's going to make me look bad, just like the purple people eater made me look bad today. And he's going to come out and hold court, cousin. Chris Wilkes versus John Campbell. This will be an epic Nick versus Gabe battle. Oh, man. He's like, yep, my time is complicated. I got you, baby girl. Just, if you can make it, it'd be great. All good. I still got to make sure it's not in like a crazy time for us. CSK coaching staff might groom Jordan and make him a depth specialist. I mean, to be fair, Jordan is known as a depth specialist. Look at Neil says, no more John Campbell and test, please. Oh, man. Well, Holder be there for sure. Man. The purple people leader, or shall we say, the platinum people leader. And I didn't even think about that, guys. But this is talk about the dude. Oh, you got to be kidding me. And they weren't able to take advantage of it. Guys, I'm still watching and have not seen the man of the match yet. Have they announced it yet? Come on. Come on already. Update the score. Yeah, that's how long it was since I updated the score. 167 for 9. And, of course, game over. 9. India wins. $17 runs. And I think that, again, you can't go into a series expecting to be whitewashed. I know some people expected it, but I didn't expect, especially in white ball, especially T20, I didn't see the West Indies getting absolutely whitewashed. You got to be kidding me. You got to be kidding me. What is taking so long for them to give us man of the match? Are you kidding me? For Pete's sakes. For Pete's sakes. Nicholas Perron, 3 consecutive 50s. I see them talking a lot about Harshal Patel. Would they give it to Harshal Patel? Are you kidding me? No. This is a good question here. Where is it? Sorry, guys. When I go from stream to stream, I lose some stuff. So keep putting your comments in here. Any plans of USA playing this T20 World Cup for 2022? You know what, Laxman? We're actually going to be talking soon with Nate, who does a minor league cricket. And we're starting to get more into the minor league cricket here, trying to see the players we have here, just so we could be more versed on USA cricket. Obviously, we went during the wintertime in December and got to see USA versus Ireland, the T20 match out there. But we will definitely try to see some USA matches, especially that are here this summer. We're going to be seeing some domestic cricket live as well, so we're excited about that. Nick's not here. Nah, Nick is already at church. I was shocked that he was here as long as he was. I want the Shikhar Dhawan and Rohit opening. Oh, that's what I'm saying. No Dhawan. Like, honestly, this was like the B team, or A minus team, to be, if I'm being fair. And you got to be kidding me. And Pollard just mentions how they were in the game for 15 overs but gave up 85 in the last 5. It just can't happen. And I mean, yeah, that's a problem. I get it, but that's on him too. He's got to be more strategic on what he's doing. So definitely some plans to check out USA Cricket. Watching highlights of Sky batting, he was brutal. He took West Indies bowlers personally today. And you know what I love about Sky, guys, is that he is a perfect finisher, because his strike rate is very high, and he normally doesn't take more than an over to settle in. I've seen this guy come in and immediately 4, 6, 2, 4. I mean, he doesn't. It's like he's sitting down the entire time. And I don't know if you can do this. And let me know in the chat if this is possible. In baseball, right, we've got what's called the on-deck circle. And in the on-deck circle, the next hitter is sitting, or it's usually sitting or standing close enough so that he can read what the pitcher's doing, try to get the pitcher's timing down, release point. And it's like Sky, I don't know if from his vantage point, maybe he's in front of a TV. I'm not sure. But whenever he comes to bat, it's like he already knows the lines and lengths that the bowlers are using, and he is ready to go. Maybe he's just a student of the game. Maybe he's got video. Let me know. But he is probably one of the few guys that immediately comes in and is always ready to fire. That's right. Sky, baby. Syria. Did they not give him man of the match? I'll lose my mind. I don't think USA qualifying for this World Cup. We are hosting the 2024 World Cup, so we will qualify for that World Cup because you get an automatic qualification. But you don't know. USA, I'm telling you, man, we've got some good players. You don't know. Rohit did an absolutely great job captaining, and you really can't. There it goes. Did they give it to the core? I just saw the core with a check. Oh, that was moment of the match. So the core got moment of the match. Okay. I thought they gave a man of the match. I was about to lose it. And he did get a huge wicket there. The Lord, the core. And again, I think that he needs to be considered a proper all-rounder now, because I've seen him do it with the bat and the ball, but oh, Lord, the core. And Harsha Patel, game changer of the match. All right, game changer of the match for Harsha Patel. I'll take it. That was a huge 3-wicket haul. He made me look absolutely silly today. What else is new? What else is new? Yeah, guys. Gaikwad, disappointed in his performance. You guys know I love Gaikwad. I don't think he's ready to open and take a spot of a Shikhar Dhawan. And I'll leave it at that. And Sky, baby. What they give Sky the check for? Grand sixes of the match. Oh, Sky. I agree, Renell. USA's building some good stuff. I agree. Yep. We don't have death bowling, Major Merc. We have no death bowling. That is the problem. Oh, Sky, you better get that man of the match check too. He got most sixes. And Sky, baby. Man of the match. Just like I said, oh, Sky. Give that man his just desserts. Give that man his just desserts. Jihan says, thoughts on upcoming Wendy's England Test Series, Gabe. Wendy's going to play all the England players back into form. I don't know, man. I don't know. You know it, Nick. I had to wait to see my man Sky get that check, baby. Oh, Sky. Give him that money. And yeah, I think that it's going to be interesting. England in bad form. England in disarray. Chris Silverwood he didn't get dropped, right? He just got fired or quit. No, he resigned. No. Sorry. JL resigned. He quit. He got fired. Of course, Jimmy Anderson and both Jimmy and Stuart Broad dropped for this match. So much is going on. You want to say that the West Indies has a shot. The West Indies has a shot. And man of the series, Sky, baby. Oh, Sky. And I would have given it to Nicholas Perron with 3 consecutive 50s, but that's what I'm talking about. Sky with the man of the match and man of the series. Put some respect on that man's name. You know it. I had to see my man Sky get that love, Nick. Get that man that check. He's going to be eating good tonight. It's lobster at the Sky residence. Sky drop next match. Oh my gosh. Before, why? You know what? That would happen. That would happen. Sky will get dropped and I will lose it. I will lose it. Oh, Sky, man of the match, man of the series. I'm telling you, he was the most consistent batsman for India, and I don't know why he doesn't get the respect of others like a Rohit, a Kohli, who are always on the side. Shikhar Dhawan lately hasn't been on the side on white ball team, but again, he has some personal stuff and then injuries. But Sky, workload management, you better stop that talk. Keep my man Sky in there. Nick, I will end you. I will end you. Sky should be dropped for sure. He's killing the team. His inability to fly is really hurting the team. I hate you. Oh, Sky. Yep, they gave him 25 locks for man of the series. He also got man of the match. Oh, Sky. And he deserves it, guys. Sky is trash. Only 7 sixes. You're out of control. England going to struggle against Jaden Seals. Going to smoke all their batters. I'm hoping, Ranil. I am absolutely hoping. I don't know what Nick is responding to here, but okay. Nick says, it's because Americans aren't taught about it. It's not in the little leagues all over. It's not our TV. We don't grow up on it. And maybe he's talking about cricket, because there's not a lot of actually Americans playing on USA Cricket. There's a few. My man Aaron Jones plays. He's a USA born player, right? Queens, baby, born in Queens. So there's a few, but I think that's maybe what Nick was responding there. I could have taken Perron for man of the series as well, 3 consecutive 50s, but they gave it to Sky, and Sky also deserves it. At Boring Reviews, Wokes versus Campbell, Nick versus Gabe. Oh, daddy. It's going to be an interesting one. Oh, we've got so much streaming to do. Happy for Sky? Absolutely. How could we not be happy for Sky? All right, guys. So for me, that is actually what I was waiting for, to see my man Sky get that love. Man of the series, man of the match. Put some respect on Sky's name. And guys, I'm just so happy for him. I think Sky is honestly, an underrated player for India because there's so many other talents, and I get that, but he should, because he debuted so late, he should be backed at every opportunity. But until next time, look out for other videos on CFA Nation. Again, our thoughts on this match. We got some other stuff coming up. I will be trying to stream the Women's World Cup, or at least a few matches here and there. Trying to get my girl Renil on as well. Some other matches coming up, pretty big. Some more. I think but there's a PSL match Nick and I are trying to do. We're also trying to do a, of course, my West Indies team, Nick's team, England. We're going to have to stream there. Oh, who's going to be worse? That's going to be the question. Who's going to be worse in that series? John Campbell or Chris Wokes? Chris Wokes. Oh, you can't make it up. You can't make it up. But guys, thank you so much for joining us on this Sunday morning. Again, congratulations, Team India, #1 spot in T20 International. Congratulations to Rohit Sharma. Let's just say this: Rohit Sharma is arguably one of the better white ball captains in the world today. And I'm sorry, he just succeeds. Where Kohli struggled as captain, Rohit Sharma just succeeds. So we got to give this guy some credit, man. Wow. Good job, Rohit. But everybody in the chat, Renil, Don Antonio, Jay, Major Merck, who else is still up in here? Vapil, Yash, Barack, Han. What up, Han? Jay, Sunny S, Varun, my man Varun, Dr. Jihan. Guys, thanks so much for hanging out with me, making this a great Sunday morning. I got to get ready to hit the church myself and pray that the West Indies can put in some work. But until next time, same bat time, same bat channel. Peace.